Alright, so we should be going live any second.
Okay.
As per usual, we always have to wait to find out,
Of
because we
course.
never know. And it looks like we are. Okay.
Cool.
That was
It
fast for
seems like
once.
that's yeah. It seems like it's gotten a lot faster since we started.
Oh,
Twitch might actually be improving.
I actually hit start streaming like 5, 6 seconds before I started saying anything about it.
Oh, oh.
Just because I knew. And I
Yeah.
like waited until I hit start recording to start talking, so.
hmm Okay.
Anyways, we're back.
Yeah, we're back finally.
Surprise. I bet
Yeah.
everyone thought we quit.
Yeah, but no, we'll never quit.
No, we're gonna have like 12 seasons with no viewers. It's gonna be great. We're almost
Yeah.
at a year. Next
Almost. Yeah.
April 9th. April 9th.
hmm
I think that's the first day.
Yeah,
It's
that's
around
right.
there. Dang. Anyways. So,
Yeah.
we've got 2 weeks worth of news, so we actually didn't look so far into news. We're just like, here's some news.
hmm
So, I guess we'll start with the awful stuff first and then go into the better
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. I had kind of forgotten that this had happened. This is awful.
Yeah!
Yeah, so this is a pretty big news story from 2 weeks ago that the creator of Rurouni Kenshin has been charged with child porn possession.
Yep.
And he had been storing DVDs in his office, and that's ugh.
See, yeah, what? I have a question. Like, obviously it's fucked up and all, but how stupid are you to go, I'm gonna keep these on DVDs, and I'm gonna keep them in my office? Like,
Yeah,
anyone can just look and like...
that's weird. Ugh. Ugh. I hate this.
God,
I
yeah,
hate
no, it's
this.
fucking
People are the
disgusting.
worst. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
it's like the thing with the YouTube demonetization again, where ads are pulling out because they're like, all these creeps are posting really sexual stuff on videos of children, and YouTube's not stopping it. It's like, yeah, because their fucking system is all automated and sucks. Like,
Yeah.
fucking, they need to hire people to actually monetize shit or like ban shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, it's
Ugh. I don't know how much more there is to say other than this is awful. But
yep.
yeah, it kind of leads right into the second part of this, where they were working on currently running Rurouni Kenshin manga, and it's gone on indefinite hiatus due to
It's
this.
basically done. I don't think it's coming
Yeah.
back. I think
Yeah.
it's just gonna. And I think I also heard that I don't remember, but I think I heard that they were just like cutting publishing of like all the anime and stuff. Like they weren't making anymore. They weren't going to
Yeah.
reprint any of it, because I know
That-
that the same thing kind of happened with Wandering Sun, even though it wasn't as bad. But like, it basically became impossible to get copies of Wandering Sun and stuff because one of the actresses, I think, was caught with possession of cocaine or something. And they like basically shortlisted them, and every show they were in just kind of was like, yeah, this isn't getting printed anymore.
Yeah.
And I think,
Yeah, it seems likely that there's just not going to be any more Kenshin stuff ever.
yeah, which
They're not
good
gonna be
riddance,
reprinting
honestly.
anything.
I don't want to read anything from a fucking pedophile.
Yeah.
So
This makes me feel a lot better about having gotten rid of all of my old Kenshin books a couple
it
years
makes me
ago.
feel good about always going, I should watch this eventually, one day, and then never doing it. Because
Yeah. I was really into Kenshin when it was on
it's
a
supposedly
Cartoon
really
Network.
good. Oh, I didn't get
Yeah, I
Cartoon
really liked it.
Network up in Canada. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like I have had similar experiences. There was a band Lost Prophets, which I was a fan of, and then things came out about the lead singer, and holy shit, that was an
Oh.
infinitely worse case. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, no, it's always
Ugh.
fucking disgusting and awful when this happens. It's like,
Yeah. It was weird. A couple weeks ago, I was actually just thinking, like, oh, I still have those Kenshin DVDs. Maybe I should rewatch that, see if that holds up. And I'm like, no, I don't think I'll watch that again.
yeah, it's like, I wonder if I should burn them, or like, I wonder if I should
Yeah.
kill myself, just like shooting
Yeah.
them or something. I don't know what Americans do to get rid of their stuff.
I don't know. What's this? Ugh. Gross. This whole thing. Ugh. Let's move on to happier news. Something.
Yeah. I never even opened the link about the other link about it going on hiatus.
That's
whatever.
okay.
We can do it for 2
it's
seconds.
Not really anything else.
2
Yeah.
seconds. Better news. I mean, this should. The creator should have just married a 2D waifu instead, because now you can.
Yeah.
And then you aren't a fucking awful person hurting people.
Yeah.
But yeah, so tech developer Gatebox is offering marriage benefits to future employees if they register their wife or husband with them. And it's actually amazing. Gatebox, I think they were trying to make the... were they the ones making the like alarm clock that was a holographic Miku thing?
I have no idea. I've never heard of Gatebox.
I swear I recognize it. Yeah, Gatebox Home Live featuring Miku.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 3D thing.
Oh, yeah.
Japanese startup. So yeah, applicants that fill out a wedding registration form, which doubles as a job application, can receive an extra 5,000 yen, $45 American, 50 Canadian, a month if they're hired, which is like a stipend to help you pay for like waifu things, so you can like buy extra waifu merch, which is hilarious. And you'll even be allowed to take your fictional spouse's birthday off, which is a benefit most companies don't even provide for the real spouse, which is amazing. It's like...
Yeah.
Even states that these benefits are only for fictional spouses, not real spouses. Includes anime, video games, and costume characters, so like the Sentai Ranger stuff. And furthermore, Gatebox says your marriage will be honored regardless of your spouse's gender or species. The only restriction is that one wife or husband will be recognized. No harems allowed. What if it's just two? What if it's just like a poly, 3 people? I guess they don't want to give you like $90 a month and 2 days off. Understandable. But damn. I wish my company offered that. It would be amazing.
Oh, it'd be great. That's fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
Back to suffering for a short minute, though.
Yeah.
Made in Abyss gets a sequel.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited. It's...
Yeah.
Oh, my... I've got to change where audio is coming from.
Uh-oh.
There we go. No, your audio is good. It's just headset is going through, like, call is going through headset, but then other stuff is going through speakers. But yeah, can I just say, if this does get done, everyone talks about how much suffering it was and how, like, awful, like, this will be the arc that will legitimately do people in. Like, it's going to be the epitome of suffering.
Great. Looking forward to it.
Oh, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. Oh, it's basically they run into Joseph Mengele.
Oh, great.
That's the equivalent of what happens. Like, that's not really a spoiler. It's just they basically run into like one of the most evil people in the world. That's just someone I'm going with. But
great.
Because Hitler's too easy, everyone knows Hitler.
Yeah. Despite the awfulness of this show, I am looking forward to it. It's the good kind of awful.
Yeah, it's awful in a good way. Like, it's so good at being awful.
Yeah. And it's so unexpected with the cuteness of the characters and the aesthetic. It's like, this looks cute. It's not going to be terrible, right? It's not going to make me feel feelings.
Until you hear about them going into this massive cave, and it's like, this sounds like Dante's Inferno. Like, this is them entering hell, which basically... And also, I believe the first volume of the manga is coming out in English, January, from Seven Seas.
Oh, nice.
I will be getting that. I'm very excited for it. Does it have an official day? I don't see one, but Sentai Filmworks also licensed the anime. I'm really hoping they'll do a deluxe box set that comes with, like, the artwork from the show and, like, maybe a map of the Abyss. Would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be. Like there was that one in the show they had that map of the whole abyss, and
Yeah, and like every
that would be
episode
a cool
show where they
version of that.
ended. Yeah, I'd love a huge one of those. Hi, Giraffe Man HD. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, welcome.
All right. Let's see here.
Some more news about sequels.
Boku no Hero Season 3 premiering in April, so pretty much not next season, but the season after. Got one more season in 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice and soon.
I swear I'm gonna catch up on watching this show one day.
I still need to catch up. I'm all caught up on the manga still, and I was watching some of the anime. Yeah, yesterday actually. The arc they're on isn't one of my favorites, so I've just been watching through it slowly, and then it gets better into another arc. It's just like, here's an episode there, here and there. I don't feel like binging or anything because I've already seen it, so I'm still really enjoying it and really enjoying seeing it all animated, but it's also like, I have so many other series I need to catch up on.
Yeah. That's the thing. This is a show that I want to check out because of how popular it is, but that's kind of it. So it's like kind of low on the list of stuff to watch.
Yeah, it sounds like this is going to be another 12 or 13 episode season like the first, whereas the second was 26 because they want to give more time for more of the manga to go.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I got really confused because I scrolled down and like that character's not from Boku no Hero. It's like, oh wait, it's on another news article for Martian Madchen, which is an anime coming out with a bunch of cute girls that I might watch.
Oh.
I have no idea what it's about, but I just see these cute girls with cute designs. That's what we're talking about now. It's based off a light novel, maybe not. Is it based off a light novel? Maybe not. As long as there's no male main character. I don't see any. Yeah. I think we're good.
All right.
Anyways,
speaking of no male main characters, our next news story. That's kind of a news story. Yeah.
Girls in Panzer.
Yeah, a while ago they announced they were going to be doing a live action promo video, and that's finally out now, and it's ridiculous, and I love it. It's just music and dancing and silly.
I want to see them do a live action like movie or special.
Yeah. Oh, that would be so great.
Are these the actual voice actors? I'm curious.
I have no idea.
Or they might just be like cosplayers. Yeah, no, this is really ridiculous.
Yeah.
What am I watching?
It's so great. They're singing and dancing, and that's it.
And washing a tank.
Yeah.
Like, they had the tank to do the live action. Oh, it's getting pulled by something that's not driving on its own. You could still do it.
Yeah. I mean, if I recall, that show...
The dance is, like, really well coordinated and done really well.
Yeah. It is.
I can never listen to this song the same way again.
Yeah.
Alright. Maybe they will do something live action.
Maybe. I think it would be a little too hard to do with all the tank stuff. I seem to recall the show they would have like drifting tanks and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it would be like bad 3D CG.
Yeah.
The live action, like no. They could maybe do if they got like a Hollywood budget. One day. Maybe one day.
Maybe.
That's something I want. I don't want things to come to North America because they always fuck it up, but I want one person to just really want it so bad that they just pay like a whole Japanese company. Like, just, I'm going to produce this. Make it in Hollywood with all our FX teams. Use whatever actors you want, Japanese, whatever. Like, just do it your way. You could be the director. Just make it happen. And here's all of the like tools you need.
Yeah.
If I was rich, I would do it.
Oh, me too. If I were a crazy billionaire, I would make anime movies constantly.
Yes, just like, but give it to like the original directors and be like, just make this reality.
Yeah, totally. Oh, it'd be so good. Yeah, we have one final news story
about one of the three new Trigger shows, right? There's three of them.
3?
Yes, there's
at least
Darling
2.
in the Franxx, Gridman, which is what this is about, SSSS Gridman, and Is this the one with A1 Pictures, or is it the other one with A1 Pictures?
Darwin and the Franks is A1.
Okay.
This one is with someone else.
Oh, yeah. The other one is Let me just go to the Trigger Studio.
Oh yeah, they did announce 3 things: Gridman, Promare.
That's it, Promare, which is by the creator or the. I think it's by the same director as Kill la Kill.
In collaboration with X Flag, director.
All the other ones, I think,
are similar in tone to Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, all the other ones have like a bunch of other studios as main ones, but this one is the main Trigger. And yeah, it's Imaishi Hiroyuki again doing director, and Nakashima Kazuki doing script. Hiroyuki did a bunch of stuff. I'm pretty sure, if I can find it on his list, yeah, he was the director of Kill la Kill.
Yeah.
Because I thought, and I think he directed... Yeah, he directed Panty and Stocking, and... directed Tengen Toppa and Gurren Lagann. So it's that director. Oh, yeah, and Luluko. And then the scriptwriter was the scriptwriter for Kill la Kill and Gurren Lagann. Or he did script for some of the Gurren Lagann movies. And then a bunch of the episodes of the original. Not all of them, but like a majority of them. So, yeah. He also did the Kill la Kill manga. Huh, I didn't know it was him. Though, it only has 3 volumes, and it only covers like the first arc, which is sad that they didn't do the rest. But, anyways. Yeah, so it's Gridman. Back to what the news was.
Yeah, that was all from Mari, which is apparently promising and has like no news about it. But yeah, this is Gridman finally getting some news about it. There's some cast and staff announcements and release for the fall.
Speaking of costume characters, it's based on like an old school one of those Sentai heroes, it looks like. Yeah. And it looks ridiculous. Like, I'm so excited for this.
Yeah. This looks cool. They don't show much of the actual anime. It's mostly
they show
the old
like,
stuff.
Yeah, the old. And then they do theirs, and it's like... all dark and edgy, and I'm like,
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
It seems like the right kind of thing for Trigger to work on.
It's gonna be like a super over-the-top version. It almost reminds me from what I see of like, well, obviously it would because it's based on it. Pacific Rim, because Pacific Rim was inspired by these kinds of shows, but it has a lot of that feel with like the designs even are very. You only see the one mech, but it's like a very fresh cut kind of design. And the music too, it feels like it's going to be one of those things where they just pump it up to like the maximum level, which is something Trigger's always been good at. So
yeah, very true.
That was it. That's all we have for news.
Yeah, that was it. I don't know if there was news that we missed because I was pretty busy, but
possibly. I think I was busy too.
Yeah. I feel like even when I was watching out for news, there wasn't a whole lot going on the past 2 weeks.
Oh, I literally just saw something about Shonen Jump's starting 2 new manga, because I think some old ones just finished. I don't remember the names or where the information is about them, but from what I understand, one was about a priest that fights and potentially uses guns or something, and the other one sounded like it was about a film club. So
okay, interesting.
If you like Shonen Jump, new series coming your way soon. Very soon. So yeah, we kind of skipped what we normally do, but was there anything you watched this week while sick? Did you like get to lay in bed and watch some anime, or?
Oh, whenever I'm sick, I try and lay in bed and watch anime, and then after 5 or 10 minutes, I fall asleep. So I didn't do a whole lot of that, but I did watch a lot of anime. I've been trying to catch up on stuff. Because first off, I started catching up on Girls Last Tour because I had fallen behind a couple episodes, and that show's really good.
I really like to catch up on it still.
Yeah,
Oh.
episode 6 of it was actually really, really good. I really liked that one in particular. I think I'm up to episode 7 now. But yeah, that one they meet a woman who's trying to build a plane and fly out of the city they're in. It's really cool. But yeah, that show's really cute. I still think their faces are dumb, but the show's good.
I need to catch up still. I
Yeah.
can't remember if I've only seen the first or first 2 episodes. I've seen a few.
Yeah. And I also am staying caught up on Juni Taisen, which is whatever. I'm gonna finish that show. Yeah.
You're this far, like.
Yeah, it's like I'm like what 8 or 9 episodes in. I might as well finish it. And the last episode was about Tiger, which was pretty interesting, at least. So that's pretty good.
Is the last female character alive?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, there's one that's technically a zombie still, but she's the last fully alive one. But yeah, and then I have also been catching up on Garo Finishing Line, which was like, it was pretty okay so far, but then it just suddenly got to the point of like, okay, we're gonna actually advance the main plot now, and it got really good.
I had suddenly seen some talk about on Twitter after not hearing anything, where people were like, this is like the best fight of the entire franchise. Like, what's going on? Like, this has just become amazing.
There was some really good fight scenes in the last like 2 episodes. They like, oh man, they have been like kind of building up the whole way, just kind of introducing characters and building up the story and stuff, and now they're finally working towards it more.
I have so many shows to watch. Stop selling me on more. Stop getting me.
I don't know, Vanishing Line is like, it's gotten good, but it's not to the point where I think you need to watch it, but it's still a cool show.
Alright.
Yeah. And there was also, I just saw today that it's going to be 26 episodes long instead of 13, so it'll be continuing next season, which is weird because I feel like it could wrap up really well in 12 or 13, so I'll see where that goes.
Yeah, I still, speaking of 24, 26 episode series, I still have to watch Recreators.
Oh yeah, that show's really good.
Bad. I'm so far behind, and I just start the most random things. I'm like, I have all these shows I want to start. Hina Logic, let's go. Like, what? Anyways, continuing with your work. Did you cut out? Hello, friend? Lastly? Oh no, let me just... Hello? Hello, friend? Alright, so, technical difficulties, it looks like. I guess I'll talk about what I watched while we wait for Lastly to return. Maybe. Internet died. So yeah, I'll just talk about what I watched this past few weeks then, I guess. So I got my Flying Witch Deluxe box set from Sentai. It's super cool. I started watching the dub of that. There's some voices I'm still in on, but there's some that are really, really good. And of course, Sentai's newer to dub, so I'm sure they'll only improve from here, which is cool. And they're opening up so many jobs, so that's exciting. Lots of new talent coming in. Besides that, let's see, because it starts 2 weeks ago. I think I talked about Razafon, maybe? I don't know, I think I talked about Razafon, I'm not sure. Anyways, I finally finished Bodacious Space Pirates. It was okay. And they had a lot of unique ideas, but didn't really follow through or flesh them out very well. And would drag out weird parts to, like, world build in really inconsequential ways, instead of in, like, a plot-driven way. It was pretty predictable too, but it's still okay. It's fun. I've been staying caught up on Blend S. It's the only currently airing show I'm caught up on, which is really bad because it's not one I probably should be, but it's so good. It's just so good. Oh wait, no, I'm caught up on Ruby too. That's a currently airing. Ruby has been amazing. The latest Ruby episode, oh my god. I started checking out Razafon. I don't remember if I mentioned this last week or not. I don't remember. Or 2 weeks ago. It's been so long, but I need to watch more of it. It's pretty cool. It's kind of like Evangelion, and that's about mechs and it's super religious overtones and stuff, and it's pretty much Evangelion but redone. If it was like a musical choir opera thing, it's crazy, but first episode seemed interesting, so hopefully I will watch more soon. I started All You Need Is a Sister because it's trash and I needed something to just like not care about anything to, and it's terrible. It is a horrible show. Jesus Christ. But it keeps dropping little things that make you feel like there's a tiny bit more. Hey, lastly, okay, I'll just keep going till you get back. It drops little things where it's like, yeah, maybe it'll be interesting, and then it just isn't. And then you go, maybe, and I'm probably gonna watch all of this and hate myself for it, but...
Oh, hello.
Hello, I was just going through the things I had watched to buy some time, so I'm partly through that. Do we want to go back to you to finish for now?
No, you can keep going.
Okay, we'll get back to it. Alright, so I finished New Game Season 2. It was fun, it was cute. I really enjoyed it, although I still prefer Season 1. I feel like the pacing was kind of off with Season 2, especially adding 2 new characters near the end. I kind of didn't have enough room to like flesh out all of the characters before it ended. I think it would have been better as a 24 episode series, though I know there wasn't enough manga content for that. Unless if you, even if you did a whole side thing on the extra volume 5 there would have been, which is unfortunate. But just the issue of where they started Season 2 from, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still good. It's still cute. I checked out the first episode of Children of the Whales. It is very pretty. It seems really interesting. I really want to watch the rest of it. Unfortunately, Netflix has it, so I don't know when I get to. But
yeah,
I like watched the first episode and immediately felt bad for him. Like, oh, shouldn't be doing this. The manga is out though, so I might just read that to tide me over. Because it seems really cool and interesting. I'm like super sold on it. Watched a bit more Konohana Kiten. I'm just watching episodes here and there. It's a good show to watch before going to bed. Just like, well, I say that it's like it's a nice pick me up, but then I'm watching shows of like, it's like got episodes where it's like this woman is like creating clothes for her dead child.
Oh.
And just goes as her child like grows super fast whenever a new article of clothing for like a new part of her life is being created, and like the ghost is around being like trying to like come to terms with it all, and then when the grandma finishes the final piece she dies, and it's like really fucked up, and it's all like, what is this? But yeah, heart-wrenching episodes like that. And then, of course, oh, right, Spider Riders. I watched more Spider Riders. Are you ready for the Spider Riders segment? We've got 2 episodes to go through. So, Spider Riders, episode 2. I can't remember much, except the main guys and his spider are kind of just bickering idiots still that don't want to work together. And they find a bunch of the Invectids attacking a small town, so they're like, we're gonna save the day! And the other girl, who's an actual trained one's like, my spider's not here, I can't fight yet! And what's his name ends up fighting this warrior, Hunter Steel. He goes to fight this warrior, and his spider's not there, and the spider's like, you're an idiot, what are you doing? Damn it, I guess I gotta save him. So they finally fight together, they save the day, it's all good. End of episode. Episode 3, they make it to a castle. They meet the prince. The prince is actually great. It's like, you're the prince? And he's just like, unfortunately. Like, he's fucking done. Like, he's kind of like this stuck-up asshole brat that's also just condescending and also sarcastic as hell. Like,
yeah,
he's actually fantastic. And his dub voice actor is amazing. But this other guy shows up and he's like, You're just a random brat. You're not a real Spider Rider. Go fuck yourself. Yo, you suck. Get the fuck out of here, you weaklings. And they're like, nah, we cool. We fighters. We can fight you. So they go into a fight to prove that they're good Spider Riders. But they won't work together still, even after they did the last episode. It's just, gotta stop again. And so they're losing horribly. And they're like, let's work together, fine, and they work together for one attack and still get beaten, and they're like, damn it, I'm not done yet, and the prince is like, yes, you're done, and it's like, no, what? We haven't even, we can still fight. It's like, no, we just need you to prove that, like, you could work together and we're a good Spider Rider. He was just fucking with you the whole time, buddy. Like, he doesn't actually think you're a piece of shit or care. He's just like, he's our token Sasuke to your Naruto. It had to happen. So that was episode 3. Oh yeah, awesome. and they meet a little kid who's like Princess Sparkle and has the cutest little spider. It's a tiny little robo spider. It's adorable. Aww. So yeah, that's Spider Riders. And our Spider Rider segment is done.
Alright.
So I watched some Suritama. I was rewatching some of it. Nothing big there. I started Nabari no O. I have some of the manga, and I watched this when it first came out ages ago, but I think I got 9 episodes in, and just for whatever reason stopped, even though it's really good. It's super ninja-y. Speaking of Naruto, so the creator, the manga, I gotta find their name. Okay, so the manga creator, Yuki Kamatani, I think they're actually gender fluid, from what I've heard. I've mentioned it before, Shimanami Tasoge, a really good manga about like LGBT community stuff. They're currently writing it. Like, that's the current manga they're working on since like 2015. And I started buying. I had some of the manga. I'm like, I gotta complete this so I can like give money to this author because I want more and I want to get that brought over. That'd be cool. But yeah, it's like on even on my anime list, like under more, it's like X gender. Like there's, but yeah, it's like favorite manga, Naruto and Ninja Scroll. So of course their first completed manga was about ninjas, but they're modern day ninjas, and it's pretty borderline gay. It's borderline boys love, so there was a lot of gay shipping with it in fanfics, and yeah, it's pretty good. It's great because the main character is like, everyone's like, you can be the best ninja, you can be the ninja king, and he's just like, I'm going home, I'm going to bed, fuck this. Like, he wants nothing to do with the life of a shonen protagonist, and everyone talks about how great that would be. It's like, that show exists. It is Nabari no O. It is here. It is good. I need to watch more.
That sounds cool.
Yeah, it's a fun show. Cool. Fun show. And then, let's see, what else? I watched a few episodes of Boku no Hero, Season 2. I mentioned Flying Retard. Oh, right. So yesterday I watched episode 2 of Alien 9. So Alien 9 is an OVA with 4 episodes. 2.5 years ago I watched the first episode. It has taken me 2.5 years to be able to watch the second. It's pretty dark, similar to Made in Abyss. Not quite as dark, but for whatever reason, the show manages to push every single one of my anxiety buttons. Like, everything about the show is just suffering to me, but I still like it and want to finish it one day. But it's like, every time I watch an episode, I just, like, can't handle it. I'm like, no, we have to stop later. It's like, it's all of my nightmares coming true. It's not as bad now as it used to be, but like, I watched episode 2, I'm like, I could probably watch another one in a month or so. It wasn't as bad as the first, but it's still pretty fucking oof. But it's really good in only 4 episodes, so. Okay. Yeah, it is sci-fi horror psychological school. And then,
that sounds like it might be on my alley.
Yeah, no, you'd probably really like it. If it doesn't make you really uncomfortable, because it makes me really, really uncomfortable. And then the last thing I started watching Hinology from Luck and Logic, because I like Luck and Logic. I actually dug out one of my old Luck and Logic decks today because the game is dead in English. They stopped supporting its English, but I was like, oh, my favorite card in my card collection is in this deck, and Because it's based on a card game, right? Or the card game came out with the anime, the original Luck and Logic, which I've seen before this. It's weird. It's like the first bunch of sets for the card game. All the ones that came out in English were based off like the first season or the first show, and it had a bunch of other stuff. And then when they cut off English, they kind of did a change in how it was being presented. And it was really interesting how they did it. And it's like this is a later on part in the same universe. Like it's still all canonically connected, but now it's like more centered around an all-girls school. And a lot of the characters still get, like original characters get support and stuff, and it just follows this new plot. But it's like the style of the cards changed a lot and stuff, and like the new show came out, and like all the sets after that point are set around the time frame of the new show, which was kind of cool how they did that. Even though the shows seem completely different, like completely different. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It's like cute anime girls that transform with other anime girls to fight alien anime girls. I don't know if there's actually any male characters in Hinalogy. There was a bunch in the original Luck and Logic, and the main character was, but in Luck and Logic, or Hinalogy, I have not seen a male character yet, though I've only watched the first episode.
Yeah.
Even the characters that showed up from the original series have only been the female ones so far. You just hear them on the radio so far. 2 of them. Yukari and, I don't think it was Mana. Was it Chloe? It might have been. Actually, it might have been Mana. I don't remember, but they were, yeah, no, it's just a cute show. And there's a Weiss Schwarz set of it, which I might get because I can't play Luck and Logic anymore. I might as well play my Luck and Logic in a different card game.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense, but, yeah, so that's cute. And then I just caught up on the regular stuff. So, that's what I watched. Let's get back to what you watched.
Yeah, that's where we left off. I think we were on Ancient Magus' Bride. So we just talked about Garo, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I tried to catch up on Ancient Magus' Bride, which it's still that show. It's like getting even worse about the whole, he did like one nice thing for her and she's in love with him forever, unconditionally now.
So I tried to casual stream today, and I was doing Odin Sphere, and they had that in it, but way worse. It's like, you have betrayed, like, this whole country, it's like, once their female warriors can no longer fight, they lose their pride and honor, they say, and they literally put them under a sleep spell that makes them fall in love with whatever man wakes them, and then they, like, become devoted slaves. Like, after fighting for your country for all these years, that's what they do to you, and they literally do it to one of, like, the character you're playing, and then you, like, are like, no, it's just a spell, fuck that, fuck this life, I'm not doing this, and goes off and, like, does something different, and it's like, like, yeah, you didn't have to do that, it's fine, like, you don't have to. And then they're like, no, I'm going back, I'm still going back. It's like, no, they even wrote the plot to avoid actually going through with how creepy it was, and you're gonna go back anyways. I'm so frustrated, fuck that game. I don't know if I'll ever be able to finish it. It's like, but I love this guy. It's like, they literally put a spell on you that makes you fall in love and makes you go to sleep, and then traded you to someone who obviously doesn't see you as a real person, and it's like, nah, it's love, it's okay, it's great, we're good, and it's like, no. That was a terrible attempt at a Brooklyn accent. I apologize. Yeah, so I was at a wedding this weekend, and the priest had the strongest Brooklyn accent, and I swear he was like a mob lord. Like, he was stereotypical. He was saying stuff like, you can all celebrate now, but don't throw any confetti, or I'll have to sick the dogs, and stuff like that. And it was fantastic.
Oh, that sounds great.
Like, he was talking about, like, that God created man. He used a little land, a little water, a little bada bing, a little bada boom, and humans. It's like, what is this? It was fantastic. So I've just been, like, lapsing into a terrible Brooklyn accent ever since.
Terrible is a good way to describe that accent.
Yeah, I'm not good at it. I'm not good at accents.
Oh, that's okay.
I apologize for you having to hear that.
That's okay. So yeah, and then yeah, Ancient Majesty's Bride. I don't have anything really to say about it. I think I might actually just drop it because it's so
Really?
like the base premise is just so gross. I hate it.
Yeah.
Like it sucks because everything else about that show is so fantastic.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where I feel like it's hard to get past one part. And I understand a lot because a lot of people have the same thing with like Made in Abyss. They're like, it's children. They're like, it's too much for them, and it's like, I understand. It's similar things. It's like sometimes there's just one thing that's a bit too much, and it's like, I can't deal.
I'm like 2 or 3 episodes behind, so I might just drop it. I don't know. Oh, a show I'm not gonna drop though is Two Car. That is still really good.
I still need to catch up.
This last episode was mostly just a recap episode, but then they also started going back into how the 2 main girls are in love with their coach, and he left for England and stuff. And that's garbage.
Stop. Let them love each other.
I really hope that's where this goes. It would be awful if it didn't.
It'd be great if they ended up canonical lesbians. I'm sure its rating would probably spike.
Yeah.
Every time I look at this, the score's gone down a bit more. It's worrisome.
Once people have no taste.
Yeah,
this show's great.
Really. I mean, I enjoyed the first 2 episodes. I still have to watch more though.
It's been a fun show. There's kind of no main plot going on for most of it until now.
Just about the race thing going on, setting up for the race and the drama around the race.
Yep. It's been good. It's been very good. And then also very good has been Land of the Lustrous, which I have. Oh, it's so good.
I also have to catch up on it. People have almost spoiled me on things slightly past where the manga is. I'm like, nah, I gotta catch up on it now. I can't. I gotta enter the suffering zone.
Yeah. I kind of saw a small spoiler about future stuff, and I'm kind of excited for where it goes and how they're going to handle it. So I'm very excited for this show and where it goes.
I need to see more. I need to see Yellow Diamond hugging a pillow the size of her body.
Oh, it's so adorable. That whole scene when they're waking up from their hibernation, that whole scene is very cute.
Just a bunch of cute gems.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Oh, yeah, and I wanted to mention one thing. There's an article that I'll put it in the Twitch chat, and then I'll put it in the show notes for the YouTube VOD. But there's this article that was written about like why the show is really good, and it has spoilers in it. So if you're not caught up, maybe don't read it yet. But it's a really good. It does a lot better job of explaining why that show is good, other than me just going, "Oh, it's so pretty. I love it." So it puts it into words much better than I'm able to. It's worth a read. And then one last thing is Kino. I'm watched another episode or 2 of that.
Not dropped it yet?
Not yet. I don't know. I'm liking it more than Majesty's Bride, at least. And the last episode I watched actually didn't have Kino in it at all, and was about some of the side characters. Like, okay, this was kind of interesting. It's
not
weird.
Kino's journey.
Yeah. It's that show, it feels so meandering because like sometimes it seems like this the show is supposed to be about the countries they go to, but then sometimes it's like, actually we're going to take this episode and focus on this one side character, and so it's just all over the place. There's no main thing holding it together or anything.
I know the manga is too, but I'm sure it'd still be better because it's not literally just taking random arcs from random periods and trying to do them in a single episode. Like,
yeah, you can definitely tell that's what they've done, is just pulled it random. Yeah. To do all kinds of stuff. I don't know. The show could be so good. It's just kind of average. And, that was it. That's all I've watched this past 2 weeks.
All right. So that's it from both of us. So I forgot to talk about manga.
Oh, right. Yeah. Talk about manga.
I read a bunch of Nishijo and Oshita Galko-chan to catch up on the volumes of those I own. They're good. They're very good. Caught up a bit on the new game chapters. They're also very good. New game's a good manga, good anime. My Ball had new chapters. My Ball is so cute. I need an anime of it.
Is that the volleyball?
It is the soccer.
Soccer. Right,
Yeah.
that's right.
Written by Sora Inoue, who has also done other
Mm-hmm.
sports stuff like Jam. Actually,
Jam.
that's not a sports thing. It's CIA agents. I thought it was like basketball. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Jam
any
is
of
a
this
good
stuff
name
they've
for a
done.
thing. Hmm.
It looks like their other stuff is all like crime related or something. I don't know. Or like battle stuff. It looks like it's all like really old.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like
Hmm.
very old style art, and then my ball has like super pretty new art. So I guess they like took some time and like came back,
Mm-hmm.
invigorated.
Hmm.
It's super super cute though.
Yeah.
Very fan servicey though, but
Oh.
needs more cute girls being cute together.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the first volume of Gakuen Polizzi. I have the second
Oh
one
yeah.
on order, so I'll have both of that, and it'll go in my Yuri collection, and
Mm.
I'll have every released volume of English Milk Morinaga manga once that
Wow.
arrives.
Cool.
Well, actually, Hana and Hina is also on order, because Volume 3 came out on the 28th, so that should arrive this week, and then I can
Mm-hmm.
finish that series too. And
Cool.
then, besides that, Madarome-chan ga Iku got another chapter. It's just like this really dumb, cute comedy about a guy taking care of this little girl who has horns, and just like
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like Umaru-chan, but not as awful. And the girl with the horns is just like really dumb, and the horns get in the way in the dumbest ways.
Mm-hmm.
It's cute.
That sounds cute.
Yeah, it's by Namo, who also does Ukami Shonen wa Kyomo Uso wo Kasanero, which I've talked about a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's cute and good, and
Mm-hmm.
more of that. And then, the heck even is this? Oh yeah, Cheerful Amnesia got a few more chapters translated. Bright and Cherry
Oh.
Amnesia, which is a really cute Yuri series about a girl whose girlfriend has amnesia.
Oh.
And just living together and dealing with it.
Hmm.
And then caught up on Boku no Hero.
Yeah.
A new chapter of Tonari no Kyuketsuki-san came out, which is about a vampire girl. It's
Mhm.
like a comedy about a vampire girl and the friends she makes who are pretty gay for her. So it's pretty much Yuri or Shoujo Ai, but it's not explicitly, but it's like it's pretty much.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's basically. Yeah.
There is a random cut from the chapter that I really want to show because it's amazing.
Okay.
Okay, so God, how am I gonna get this open? I know how to show it because I'm like I don't know how to show this on the stream. I'm just gonna post it on Twitter right now. And there.
Oh.
It's like she's like trying to spice up her coffin, so she buys a bunch of dakimakura, like the body pillows, and tries to shove them all in, and they don't fit. So I just kind of have it up so people can see.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Screenshot. It's so cute and dumb. I
That's
love
so
it.
silly. That's fantastic.
Yeah, and then I don't have the other screenshot after where she's like all they're like you don't seem like you've been sleeping well, and she's like it's being kind of cramped because she just forced she went with it anyways. But yeah, so
Oh.
that manga's really cute and good. And then
Yeah.
also some more Oni Futatsu came out, which is an okay manga. I am mainly reading it because there's a cute girl with demon horns, which is good.
Yeah.
I apparently have a thing for girls with horns. Apparently, because
Yeah.
that's the flavor of the month for my manga. It's like when I kept finding lesbian, crime, murder manga all at once. Now I'm finding girls with horns all at once.
Yeah.
It's like seems like it goes through phases of what you can
Yeah.
find. So yeah, that's all
Sounds
the
just-
manga.
Yeah. I just remembered I also had some manga that I read.
Ow. Okay.
Because I had the what's it called? I can't remember the name. The hardcover thing I bought. The
Oh,
not Kill Kill. The what is it? You know what it's called, right?
was it Junji Ito thing?
No, different thing. One second. I'm just scrolling down my Twitter feed to see it. Oh no, where is it? It was Battle Angel Alita. That's it.
Oh, right,
It's
right.
the volume 1 of the hardcover deluxe edition thing came out, and so I've been reading that, and it's very good. I've actually read it all before, but it's really good to read it again. And the hardcover is really, really nice. The paper's all really nice and glossy, and the art is so pretty. It's really nice to have a physical copy of it now.
Alright, so
So yeah,
guess
that's all.
yeah, we can get into our
Our
book
book
club
club.
section. Ooh. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, we have a lot to get through.
Yeah, and it's
Okay.
later than expected. 1 second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we have episodes 8 and 9 of Ibani Renmei and Sacred Slayer Matoi to get through. I think the Matoi episodes will go very quickly, and the Renmei episodes won't. Hello
Yes.
again.
Hello again. I'm back.
Hello.
So what are we starting with?
I don't know. Let's start with Renmei, because
All right.
I think that's... Yeah.
Yeah. So, Renmei episode 8, or it helped
Yeah.
Lassie. Timmy got stuck in the well again. The
Oh.
episode.
Yeah. Yeah. There was... Started off with the Raka, she was just being sad and using the medicine stuff on her wings. And someone knocked on her door and said that they were going to go through Ku's room because they were all going to take things from Ku's room as mementos. And Raka got to take the bed because her room didn't have a bed, and then also took the little frog figurines that we saw in a previous episode, where she had labeled, or Ku had labeled all the frogs as different people in Old Home. And Raka was talking to Reki and was asking, like, hey, am I going to use this medicine forever? And Reki says, well, at least until the end of the winter, because the wall is weaker in the winter, and so you're more susceptible to evil, I guess.
Yeah, because the wall's supposed to protect you or whatever.
Yeah. So Raka starts getting very, like, kind of serious and introspective a bit, and asking, like, what are the Haibane really? And, like, this whole place, the city and the wall exists, and the Haibane just appear and disappear so suddenly. So, like, what's up with all this, and why are they, like, why did they specifically become Haibane? And she specifically said something like, yeah, if I don't remember anything and I'll disappear without accomplishing anything, then what's the point of my existence? And Reki says, she's like, hey, you just have to find your meaning. It's like, you'll find it. And yeah, she, like, doesn't have much of an answer beyond that.
Yeah, it gets
So then,
real existential real fast.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Existential. Yeah, and then so Raka and Reki taking all the wool feathers out for a walk, and Raka's just talking about how she doesn't remember much of her dream. She just remembers falling through the clouds, and that's it. And Reki just says, like, hey, I'll be there for you. That, she went down a bad road and she lost Kuromori. She kind of want that to happen to Reki, so she'll be there for Raka if she needs it. And Raka stares at some crows. I have that written down again.
Yeah, there's a lot of crows.
Yeah, a lot of crow talk in this, or a lot of crows in these episodes. So they're taking the kids to get winter coats, and while Reki is helping measure the kids and get them fitted and stuff, Raka's looking around at clothes because she needs to get winter clothes. And Sword Guy is like, oh, so you can have these boots with your dress because you'll need something other than sandals. And so then when some other customers come into the store, some regular human customers, the lady starts freaking out about Raka, and she's like, oh, look, it's a charcoal feather.
It's like there's a bunch around, but she's like super fetishy over them, and like it's like she doesn't see them as real people, kind of. It kind of portrays her as seeing them more as just like objects and things. Like, it's like she doesn't have any respect for them as individual people, and it's just like,
it's
this
weird.
is my weird ass religious thing. She's creepy. I don't like her. She's really uncomfortable. And Raka agrees and is like, nah, fuck this. Fuck this. Fuck you.
Yeah, and she just runs off and runs away. And she's running through the streets, she trips and falls, and a nice old man helps her up, but one of her wing things fell off, and she notices the black spots on her wings are coming back. That just freaks her out more, and she runs away more.
Yeah, terrified that someone will see. And she ends up seeing some crows and following some crows into the forest. Believing they will lead her as they had previously, kind of. She follows them to a well where she looks down in the bottom. She sees something that looks like dead and feathers, so she climbs down the well, and just before she gets to the bottom, the last few handles break off because they had been underwater so long they had rusted away. So she becomes trapped in the well and cannot get out, and that is why I said this is the Timmy stuck in the well again episode. So she looks at the kind of corpse and kind of goes like, I feel like I know you. You're someone I know. And she like wants to bury it and then make it feel better. It's like, is this what the crows were taking me here for? And then she kind of brings back some of her memory of her dream. That the crow was trying to save her as she was falling into the well, and the crow was hurt in response, or it died. And I think it's supposed to be like, what's the word for like something that means something else?
Metaphor?
Yeah, there we go.
Symbolism? Yeah.
Yeah, it's like symbolizes and is a metaphor for. I think it's basically hinting, because she talks a lot about wanting to disappear, that she commits suicide, and the crow is supposed to be like the remnants of the people who were left behind and were hurt by it and tried to save her.
Yeah.
Is what it's like hinting at. And she's really depressed and sad that she hurt this other person, and she doesn't know how to atone for it and wants to go back somehow so she can. But she's trapped, and they kind of realize back at Old Home, oh, Raka's gone. That's not good. What if she went to the woods? Like, what if she's somewhere, she's not back, there's a storm coming, the snow's coming, so they all rush out to go look for her, and I think that's about the end of the episode.
Yeah. The last thing Raka did in that episode was she dug a little grave for the bird and buried its bones at the bottom of the well. But yeah, that was it.
So then the next episode starts, and kind of more of her being trapped there and not being happy about it, being sad about the bird thing. And then one of the communicators finds her. And to me, this was really interesting. Yeah, sorry, not one of the communicators, one of the toga. It's really interesting to me how the toga worked here, because they kind of just saved her without saying anything, and she's like trying to thank them, and even though they're not supposed to talk, and like they do react as if they like to acknowledge the feelings and stuff, but then will not respond.
Yeah. Because
she tries to ask them about Ku, because it's like, you can go beyond these walls, right? Like, you know, it's stuff like that. And it was it was interesting to me because she kind of gets led off towards the wall and touches it, thinking she hears Ku, and the communicator finds her and is like, you shouldn't be doing that, this isn't good. Like the translator, and there's something he says at one point though in this episode where he says only the birds can leave these walls, even though they're saying the toga can.
Yeah.
So can the toga really? If the communicator, who's the closest to him, says only the birds can, are they actually leaving the walls, or is something else going on? I really want to know now.
Yeah. Yeah. So as the communicator, he just gives her his cane and helps her walk out of the forest and is like leading her out. And they're kind of talking as they're going, and he says that the laughter that she heard at the wall was just her inner concern for Ku echoing against the wall or something. And he asks, why were you even out here? You're not supposed to be in the woods. And she's saying, like, oh, the birds were calling me. And she felt like the bird had died because of her, or the bird at the bottom of the well had. And he asks, well, were you scared of the dead bird? And she's like, well, no, I wasn't. And since she wasn't scared of it, that 1 second. Sorry, I had to clear my throat. Oh, okay. So since she wasn't scared of the dead bird, that means that the bird accomplished its mission and was proud of it. Proud of it accomplishing its mission and was like okay to show its dead body and that she didn't need to grieve over it anymore. But she was like, no, I'm still sad about this. And he was saying that was like a significant thing, that she was sad about this bird even though she didn't need to be anymore. And so they sit and explain more or talk more thoroughly that he starts talking about this, like the cycle of sin, and saying that like what was it? She recognizes that she has sin, which means that she doesn't have any sin. Mm-hmm. But if she thinks she doesn't have any sin, that means she does have sin. And so that's what it means to be sin bound, is to be stuck in that loop. And that's what she's been stuck in that's why her wings have been turning black. Yeah. And so she seems like kind of confused, but kind of okay with how he explains it, and he leads her to the edge of the woods and says...
They also, in that conversation, talk a lot more about, like, her dream and the significance of it, and that's kind of where you get the whole, it sounds like there's someone I hurt who, by wanting to leave, and she really explains her feelings of feeling like no one cares about her and wanting to, just disappear because of it, and then realizing someone did care but too late, and she hurt them when they tried to save her.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, he leads her back to the edge of the woods and says, all right, you're good, you can find your way home from here. And then the communicator goes back into the woods, and shortly after she starts walking back, Reki is on her scooter and sees her, hurries to her, and Raka is like, oh, the communicator found me, and he was so nice. And Reki's like, a nice man wouldn't leave an intruder girl by herself, which just the way she said that line made me think like maybe there's some brief between Reki and the communicator where she doesn't like them.
Well, I mean, also with the communicator talking about like you shouldn't be here, you like the type of things like, oh, you're using who showed you to use this medicine and stuff. Like he asked her that, which like there's only 3 known Haibane that knew it, and one his eye left. Like one who's had their day of flight, so he probably knows, and he's like, this isn't how you deal with it. Maybe, or something. I don't know, but
yeah.
So she finds Reki's all like, your hands are completely ruined. How, like, do you not feel that? And she's like, no, I feel fine. And she's like, you feel completely cold and numb. And she's like, even my leg feels fine. It's like, you met the communicator. Did you touch the wall? Like, or like, what were you doing there? Explain. And like, they mentioned that she touched the wall, and Reki immediately goes into a panic. It's like, we have to get you back to Old Home now. Like, come with me immediately. Everyone else is confused. They're like, why are you hurrying? And so they like rush her back to Old Home, and she starts feeling like, it sounds like severe disassociation, where it's like, I feel like I'm disappearing, like everything's so light. And Reki's going like, you have to, we have to get fever medicine. It's gonna probably break out around midnight, go into town. And some of the others are going like, how do you know this? Like, I know you know things, but how do you know this? And the only, what's her name? Hikari's asking that, but Nemu kind of like is supporting Reki and being like, trying to push away so they don't ask. And I think it's kind of hinting that, because the one who left on her day of flight originally would get, she's the one who showed her the medicine for the wings, which had to be collected in the woods. So I think she had possibly touched her at one point, and they'd seen its effects, and possibly that happened around her day of flight, or caused her day of flight, or she didn't have a day of flight and she disappeared for a different reason.
Yeah. So,
yeah, Hikari's like, you can't just deal this all on your own, like, you have to let us in. So Reki's like, okay, we'll take turns looking after her. I'm gonna go get some sleep, and she heads off. Kind of ends there, not knowing what's gonna happen. But
yeah, one thing important was that when they removed the other wing cover from Raka, it was her wings were pure white again.
Yes.
And Reki was saying that Raka isn't sinbound anymore.
And then starts going on about, like, she's gonna leave me, too. Like, why do they always leave?
Yeah.
Possibly the other one who showed her and knew about the medicine was also sinbound and also had... Because I was saying, like, maybe she touched the wall. Maybe she had a similar experience and no longer was sinbound, unlike Reki.
Yeah. Man, I just want to give Reki a hug. She seems like she needs it.
Reki and Raka both.
Yeah.
They both need some hugs right now.
Yeah. Oh, this show is so good, though. It's so good.
Yeah, it's quite entertaining. I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was Haibana Renmei.
Yeah, so it's 8 and 9. We have 4 more episodes.
And only 3 of Matoi, although there is an unaired OVA episode that was on the DVD, so... Because I know we normally are like, let's watch a movie or a special, but we maybe can also just watch that OVA.
Yeah.
I just want the OVA to be about Floor. Floor deserves better.
Yeah, totally. Absolutely.
Floor needs some help. But yeah, so... Matoi, episodes 8 and 9. 8 kind of picked up where 7 left off. There was a lot of exposition in the episode.
Yeah,
a lot of
ton.
Different people explaining what's going on, but still being vague about it and not saying it all. And they do tell Matoi some, which is like, thank God someone's finally filling these kids in. But then they're all like, oh, but we're not saying it all. Though they actually have a reason for not saying it all, which is better than most. Where they're just like, it's a kid. Why would we? They're like, she has the power to open the highest dimension, and we don't think she's ready. We don't want her to, but if we tell her, she will. Because they've basically been hinting that her mother sealed the highest dimension. Because like we have that one flashback where she seals the knights. I guess it's kind of hinted that most of the knights they're fighting are ones that had escaped the ceiling, maybe, and the rest of them are sealed away by her mom. And if she opens the highest gate to get to her mom and save her mom, she also lets all the others out, which they don't want. That's kind of what it sounds like.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's right.
So
that's what it sounds like. So yeah.
Yeah, it's basically that's about all the episode is, just explaining that pretty much. And there's, I guess, some stuff with like Shingo, like I'm going to like wait for my wife to come back. Like,
yeah. It was some good like relationship development between Matoi and Shingo.
Yeah, there's been a lot in the last 2 episodes. Which means one of them's gonna suffer.
Well, we almost get that in episode 9. If you want to get to that, I guess.
Yeah, because it was pretty much just exposition about this whole thing. And I guess there was some fun stuff where they're all sneaking around to like talk about how, oh, this shrine has people of divine union, and then like the old grandmother shows up and she's like, why would I tell you anything, wenches? And then the guy's like, he's like, I beseech you, and she's like, oh, I love handsome women, sure, I'll tell you a bit about it. And then like just is fucking with them and like leaves.
Yeah, and she says, oh, a handsome man, I'll tell you anything.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't actually know anything.
Basically.
So great. Yeah, then,
was this... Wait, was 8 the episode where Pochi gets attacked on the beach, or was that the episode before?
Yeah, that was episode 8.
Okay, because that... I couldn't remember which episode that was. So it's 8 that he gets attacked on the beach, so kind of... Yeah, some women are possessed and attack Pochi, and he's like, oh, got taken advantage of. Poor Pochi, he deserved every minute of it.
Yeah. Oh, something that's probably significant is this was the first time Matoi seemed to be able to like choose to transform, do divine union.
Yeah,
and she like triggered it herself.
Yeah.
And she conjured
she
like a
could
big
transform
sword
on her own before, just she couldn't use the power of it. It seemed like.
Yeah, that's it. But yeah, she seemed a lot more in control this time, and conjured a sword, and Yayoi was like, "Oh, that looks like the sword Shiori used." And so yeah, that's probably significant. That was a good landmark moment for her.
They're all it's a good landmark moment for her, and they keep mentioning like it's the god that was your mother's, or whatever. So it might be like hinted that the god was sent to her from her mother, because it was like on her phone strap, which she might have been left with her mother, like the gem or whatever. But yeah, going into episode 9, we start off with Matoi and Shingo or Matoi trying to buy new clothes.
Yeah.
Or she's going to fight first, and she's like in bloomers and stuff, and they're like, "Jeez, what are you wearing?" It's like, well, I'm gonna lose the clothes. I may as well wear like old stuff I don't need anymore. It's like just take the clothes off before you transform. It's that easy. But yeah, 'cause she's complaining she's running out of clothes, and then Yuma's like, "Oh, I thought we were like trying to up our ratings for a moment there or something." Like just completely out of the fourth wall. It's pretty great. But yeah, so she's trying to buy clothes at the market, and she's like, "It costs so much. I need to buy like at least 10 outfits." And Shingo buys her the dress, and they're doing a father-daughter day thing, shopping. He buys her some clothes, and then they go up to Skytree thing. I don't know if it's the actual Skytree, but like a big observation deck where they also sell food, and it's like, "Oh, it's so expensive. Like we shouldn't. It's not worth it." And oh wait, I skipped. They introduced 2 new villains. They show 2 of them.
Oh yeah.
Though I'm pretty sure one dies this episode, but they talk about Figor being killed, the Creed killer, and they're working for someone named Set.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, they get ambushed on this tower. They come up, and you can kind of see it's abandoned, and there's like food on the ground, and they're like, "It sure is empty." It's like, yes, it is. And the one woman's like, "Haha, whatever, I'm a demon, I'm attack." And Shingo's like, "Oh no, Matoi," turns, and it's like Matoi transformed, and she's like, "If I escort her to safety, let's get you out of here now too." And instead of immediately just transferring him out to another dimension or something, they sit there and like listen to the demon's dialogue and like explain, yeah, she's a demon, she's possessed, and she makes this giant winter freeze thing and a giant kind of barrier, to trap them in, and the temperature is dropping, so they're just gonna freeze to death basically. She's like, "I don't have to actually fight you, I can just fuck you up this way." And she seems to be a really powerful demon too.
So yeah, the barrier is even able to block Matoi from getting the energy to like summon her sword thing. So she tries to, and just summons like a little shard of it, and then but luckily Yuma and Clarice and Lucille and Carriot are all outside, and they're like, "Oh, this is real bad. You need to try and break that barrier for them to do stuff." And because the barrier also blocks them from being able to use portals to go in or out of the tower, and so Clarice gets the idea that Yuma should go into her full defense mode, and then Clarice just zaps her real hard.
There's a tiny bit before that.
Yeah?
With, Matoi and her dad, while her dad's like passing out and she's trying to like, get out, she starts losing control of the Divine Union. I don't know if that's supposed to be like you can only hold it so long or whatever, and it's starting to lose in or whatever, and he like remembers back. He's like, "I remember this," and like has a memory back to basically it happening with Shiori.
Yeah.
So I guess he's like, he might be starting to catch on at this point, I think. But so now we get to
Clarice and Yuma, their daring plan of hitting Yuma really hard against the barrier until it breaks,
shooting her with lightning against it, and then she just spins at it, and it's like, it'll break eventually. And so the demon shows up, and it's like, "I'm not gonna let you do that, fuck that, that's a bad idea." And Shingo throws the shard of her sword into the demon's head, and like incapacitates it for the moment, and like severs its connection with the host, and it gets all angry. It's like, oh no, like how this host is useless. What am I gonna do? Shingo's passed out from the cold at this point. They're still trying to break in, although the barrier is weakening because of it. So she's like, I'm gonna possess this guy. I need another host, and jumps into Shingo, and the charm he's holding, the protection one from Shiori for all these years, expels him. And like a spirit form of Shiori comes out and washes through Matoi and like basically kills the demon. Not really, but I don't think it does.
At least sends it away. I don't know if he killed it completely.
And Shiori's all like, or Matoi's like crying. It's like, it was mom. It was mom. Like, then they break in, and Claris had to use some unrestricted burst mode she was given access to, even though it seems like it's something they don't do, and her crystal thing started to break. And I think it was the grandma says something about her not being able to actually do true divine union. She's using something else to mimic it. So I think that's the thing's just finally giving out. They're trying to push too far, and I'm certain there's going to be a part where it breaks and she's going to have to do true divine union, because I think this is also the only time we see her transform back without clothes on. Every other time she's still in her uniform, because it's not like a full transformation, but this time it's like it was closer, went more.
That's right. I hadn't thought of that, but you're right,
So they break in and save them, and it's like, yay! And there's like the moment of Matoi telling like Shingo, like, mom, protect us, but she's still transformed, so I'm certain Shingo might have figured something out. At that point, if he's still conscious.
I think Shingo might know now, or maybe he'll just think it was all some weird dream or something.
He's a terrible detective though. When they walk into the sky tree, it's like, there's no one here, and there's just like spilled food. Everything's being abandoned in a hurry. It looks like someone just got like their ass whooped. It's like, how strange.
Weird. So this episodes 8 and 9.
3 more episodes. We're gonna open that highest dimension, and then hopefully the OVA will give us some floor, some good old floor.
Hopefully.
I demand more floor.
I think that's about it for this week, though.
We kind of ran through that. Kind of had to, doing the 2 episodes each, but
we don't want the episode to run too long.
Especially since I should be asleep 11 minutes ago. It's okay.
I should probably get to sleep too.
Started a little late. It's okay. Don't worry about it. So
that's okay. So we'll be heading off for tonight then.
Thank you all for watching.
Thanks for watching.
We will be back next week, and hopefully we should be. We should be.
We should be.
Unless if someone else gets violently ill. Here's hoping that does not happen.
Hopefully not.
Alright. Have a good night, everyone. Take care.
Yep. I'll see you. Bye-bye.